Okay, so we're comparing fractions. It's asking us to compare 9/10 and 5/10. Okay, this model shows what fraction? 9/10, yeah, and then this one shows 5/10. Okay, so if these were candy bars and your sibling ate most of it, which fraction did they eat? They ate 9/10, right? Now, when you're comparing or doing anything with fractions, they have to make sure that they have a common or same denominator, okay? So, you guys understand that. That's easy. That's a bar model. Go ahead, Griff. So what it's doing is it's putting them on a, what do we call this again? Number line. Perfect. So we have 5/10 here, which is also known as what fraction? 1/2. And we have 9/10 here. So we would say that 5/10 is less than 9/10. Okay? Remember, this is using benchmark fractions because it has 5/10 as 1/2. Okay, let's go down to number 1. It says label 2/10 and 6/10 on the number line below. So first of all, let's count and make sure this is all 10 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so perfect. So 10/10 would be here because we know 10/10 is equal to 1 whole. Good. So 2/10. This would be 1/10. 2/10 would go here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/10 would go right here because that's the 6th line on here. Okay. Just make sure you've labeled both of those. Logan, would I put a greater than symbol here or a less than symbol here?
The 6 is greater than the 2.
Yeah, so I would say 2/10 is less than 6/10. Just like that. Go ahead, Nathan. Thank you. Hi, Memphis. We just started in our math practice book, okay, buddy? We are on page 229. Samantha can help you if you need help. Hi. All right. So it says, look at problem 1. Use how the fraction 1/2 can help you compare 2/10 and 6/10. Where would I put 1/2? Who can come point to it? Where would we put 1/2 on our number line? Christian, come up and point to it. Where would we put 1/2? Do you guys agree with Christian? Yeah. 1/2 would go right here because 1/2 is equivalent to 5/10. Okay? Thank you, Christian. So then we could say, which fraction is greater than 5/10? Which fraction on our number line is greater than 5/10? Ooh, okay, you're correct. But what question or what fraction is it specifically asking us to look at? 6/10. Yeah. So we would say 1/2 is less than 6/10. We could also say that 2/10 is greater than 1/2. Okay, so all you're doing is comparing 1/2 to both of those fractions that they asked you. Okay, Annabelle? Oh, thank you, babe. Any questions on this, guys? Do you understand how to put them on the number line?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then how to compare them? Okay, cool. Yes?
When you did 1/2 is more than 6/10, shouldn't it be 6/10 is more than 1/2? Well, no.
1/2 is.
Yeah, 6/10 is above.
Oh, yeah. So how should I write this? 1/2 is less than 6/10. Thank you, Rylan.
And I read it says 1/2 is greater than 6/10, and also that 2/10 is.
2/10 is less than 1/2.
And I already it showed me that 1/10 is bigger than 10/10. And that does not make sense.
Shouldn't. Okay, go ahead and go over to the back side. It says shade and label the models below to show 3/10 and 3/100. Do you guys agree that the numerators for both these fractions are the same? Yes. But what is different? The denominator. So let's color in 3/10. We know that the 3/10 needs to be over here because this is 10 parts. So we're coloring 3 pieces of the 10 whole parts. Gregory, how many of these hundreds do I color in?
Coloring
3.
3 boxes.
Yeah, 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay. Write a symbol to compare the fractions. So our symbols are, what does this stand for? Greater than, less than, or equal. Show me 1 if you think we should put in a greater than symbol. Show me 2 if you think we should put in a less than symbol. Show me 3 if you think we should put an equal sign. Okay, yeah. 3/10. Like, think about this. This is like your favorite cake, right? And your parent asks you, do you want to eat 3/10 of it or 3/100 of it? Which one do you want to eat more of? 3/10. Okay. All right, let's compare these fractions. Use these symbols to compare the fractions. We have 5/10 or 50/100. Do these fractions have the same denominator? No. So we need to make them have the same denominator. So let's change 5/100 to have a denominator, 5/10 to have a common denominator of 100. Bentley, how do I go from 10 to 100?
You go from times 10.
Times 10.
And when you do it to the bottom, you do it to the top.
Beautiful. So I'm going to multiply 5 by 10, and I get 50. So this becomes 50/100s. What symbol do we put in the middle? Equal sign. Perfect. Uh-huh.
One thing you could also do to make that faster is they're both half of the number.
Oh, using benchmarked fractions. That's good job, Logan. 5 is half of 10 and 50 is half of 100. Good job, buddy. Let's check out 4/10 and 4/100. That's basically like the same thing we did up here, right? 3/10 or 3/100. We knew that 3/10 was more, so 4/10 is going to be more. You could also do the strategy of changing 4 tenths to have a denominator of 100 and make this 40 100ths. Okay, so you can do that strategy too. So there's a few different strategies. You can look at the model to compare. You can use benchmarks fractions to compare. Or, last but not least, you can make the equal fraction to compare. Okay, Griff? Yeah, I put them over by the trash can, bud. Okay, look at it. We got 11 tenths or 12 tenths. What do we know about these fractions when we look at them? They have the same denominator. Good. What else do we know, Gianna?
They have like different numerators.
Haley, no ma'am. They have a different numerator. Good. Christian? Ooh, they're both improper fractions. What else? What does improper fraction mean, Christian?
It means when the numerator is bigger than
Yeah, so both of these fractions are greater or less than 1 whole? Greater, because the numerator is bigger. So which was greater? Is the 11 tenths greater or 12 tenths greater? 12 tenths. Okay. Now we have 62 hundredths or 6 tenths.
62.
Okay. Well, let's change this 6 tenths to have a fraction of 100 or a denominator of 100. We multiply by 10. We multiply by 10. That gives us 60. So, Gregory, which fraction do you see is greater? The 60 hundredths or the 62 hundredths? Yeah. Good job, bud. Last but not least, we have 9 hundredths or 9 tenths. What do we know is greater? 9 tenths. Remember, 9 hundredths are these little tiny cubes. Tenths are the full bars. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for number 6. Okay. Write the fraction that each model shows. Explain which fraction is greater. Who can come write the fraction for this one for me? Greg, come. Can I have a girl write the fraction for this one? A girl, a girl. Samantha. Breath. Zip it. Griff, there's two, or sorry, Greg, there's 2 rows of 10 and 1 more.
Wait, 21.
21. Who's 22? Wait, that's 21.
21. Look at 10, 20, 1 more. Samantha, you got 10, 20, 30.
Oh, you did row 21.
Oh! It just,
It looks like a
write it bigger right next to it. Maybe
Hold
our,
it all. Hold it all,
Do I write it bigger or do I?
no, you're good, you're good.
Hold it all.
You guys, I need to erase my answer.
I can't remember.
There we go. Beautiful.
Good job, Jody. Hold it all.
Okay. Who can come put the symbol up here to compare these? Logan. No one else, go ahead.
So do I just write between these two?
You could write it like right here. So 20 hundredths, yeah. Thank you. How could you explain this in words? How could you explain this in words? Sophie?
3100s are greater than 2100s.
Yeah. Beautiful.
You mean 31?
31
is less than? Not 21 is greater than?
But it's the same thing. 31 100ths is greater than 21 100ths.
I know, but she said 21 100ths was greater than 31.
No, she said it the other way.
No?
Nathan, I need you to listen more and talk less. Okay? But that's the same thing as saying 21 100ths is less than 31 100ths. You can say it either way. But if you have this written on your paper, you need to make sure that you're seeing it how it looks on your paper. Okay? Thank you, Sophie. Questions about what we just did, guys? No? Okay. I'm going to pause.